Good Thursday evening, April 3rd, and welcome to the NCWLIFE Evening News. I'm Grant Olson. Here are a few of the stories we have coming up for you tonight. In a sure sign of spring, irrigation water is beginning to move through north central Washington's canal networks. The city of Leavenworth is hosting a wildfire preparedness workshop next week to educate area residents on wildfire safety tips. Unseasonably warm temperatures are expected tomorrow through the weekend, with rain showers next week. I'll have your full local weather forecast straight ahead. Four vehicles collided on Wednesday after a driver attempted to perform an illegal U-turn on Highway 2 between Peshastin and Leavenworth. The Washington State Patrol says at approximately 12:51 p.m., the westbound driver came to a stop and attempted to turn south on the two-lane highway. While the two vehicles behind it slowed down, the third did not, and a domino effect led to each car hitting the one in front of it. The driver of that third vehicle, 19-year-old Chloe Nelson of East Wenatchee, was treated for injuries at the scene. The other two drivers were uninjured. The driver who attempted the U-turn fled the scene and is now sought by authorities. No description of the vehicle was available. Wenatchee residents may see a helicopter flying low and slow over the Wenatchee foothills area next week. The helicopter with Michaels Pacific Energy was contracted by Chelan County PUD to assist with replacing numbered tags along transmission lines that run from the Saddle Rock area all the way to Springwater Avenue. The PUD required helicopter assistance due to some of the high voltage lines being located on steep terrain. The helicopter work will take place April 7th to 11th, depending on the weather. In a sure sign of spring, irrigation water is beginning to move through north central Washington's canal networks. Last week, the East Columbia Basin Irrigation District let water loose into the East Low Canal, which carries up to 4,500 cubic feet of water per second to farms throughout Grant County. This video shows the water supply entering the canal for the first time this year. The district manages 86 miles of water channels to serve irrigation to 4,500 landowners farming on 169,000 acres. Washington Senator Maria Cantwell has partnered with a senior Republican to push back on President Donald Trump's massive package of international tariffs. The presidential orders announced Wednesday levy at least a 10% import tax on all goods brought into the country and as high as 30 to 40% on some nations. Financial markets have reacted poorly to Trump's tariffs, and foreign countries are exploring their own tariffs on American goods in retaliation. But Congress holds the power to revoke tariffs, so Cantwell, a Democrat, introduced legislation today with Republican Senator Chuck Grassley to end all tariffs within 60 days unless Congress votes to reauthorize them. The Senate already voted 51 to 48 yesterday to overturn Trump's tariffs against Canada.
We cannot have arbitrary policies create chaos and uncertainty. These kinds of chaos and uncertainty kill business investment and make for very challenging stock market assessments of investments for the future based on predictability. The current approach, in my opinion, is outside the predictable rules-based system. It's arguable that the current approach is literally a misconstruction of statutory authorities.
When we come back, we will visit with Chelan County Court Commissioner Tracy Brandt, and Four Chelan High School students won first place in the state Skills USA Teamworks competition last weekend. I'm Grant Olson, and you're watching the NCWLIFE Evening News.
Bring the whole family up to Stormy Mountain Brewing and local public house in historic downtown Chelan. Applewood smoked brisket, street-style tacos, and our award-winning barbecue rubs and sauces. Our meals pair perfectly with our exciting lineup of craft ales, made right here in Chelan. We've got room for big groups, or give us a call for catering. So grab the kids and check out the fun at Stormy Mountain Brewing and local public house located in the heart of Chelan.
Merry Maids can clean your entire home, business, or vacation rental from top to bottom, inside and out. Merry Maids will even take care of cleaning your carpets, and they can pressure wash your home. Merry Maids has thousands of happy customers. They've been cleaning homes and businesses in our valley for over 25 years. Check out their glowing reviews at merrymaidesofwenatchee.com and call the cleaning experts, Merry Maids, to get your free estimate. Your satisfaction is guaranteed, so relax. It's done.
The Wenatchee Bighorns are back in action against the Salem Capitals in TBL play on Thursday, April 17th. Join Grant Olson and Jamie Council with all the action here on the NCWLIFE channel. W.B. Smith Gym on the campus of Wenatchee Valley College is the home for Bighorns basketball, and you can see it live here on the NCWLIFE channel.
Chelan County Court Commissioner Tracy Brandt has spent a lot of time in juvenile and family court in her career. She was appointed to her role in 2018 and since then has helped implement the court's youth mentoring program. Brandt said she was inspired to begin the program after seeing so many youth come into juvenile court without a trusted adult. She partnered with County Juvenile Director Corey Stevens to get it going and now partners adults with youth appearing in juvenile court. Brandt was featured on the latest episode of Chelan County Connections and spoke about what it takes to be a mentor in the program.
We have 13 mentors, active mentors right now. And then we have 25 kids that are actively being mentored. And we have 51 youth that have been through the program. And the way this works, it's not just a set, it starts and it ends. Once we assign a youth to an adult, the expectation is that relationship continues. It's not just when they're on probation or when they're in our court. And so we are very selective of the mentors that we choose because they need to understand what kind of commitment this is before they get involved. I'll tell you, the 13 mentors that I have right now are worth their weight in gold. They are incredible, amazing, giving, selfless, loving people. We are so fortunate to have the people that we have in our program, and they love kids. They're passionate about helping people, about kids in general. And one of the things that I love about our mentors, and really kind of is the theme that I try to have in my court, is we don't give up on kids, no matter what. They're very committed. They know that this is not for the faint of heart. That's one of the reasons why we like them to come observe court, because, some of these kids are involved in gang activity. They have drug addiction, mental health issues. And so it's important that a mentor is, aware of what they're getting into or what they're going to be exposed to by becoming a mentor. Well, I guess I would just encourage people, if they are interested, to be a mentor, or even just to know what's going on in juvenile court. It's an open court, and I always welcome people. I know Chelan County Juvenile, I say it all the time, and I think people think I'm biased, but as a defense attorney, I worked in a lot of courts. I've traveled a lot. There is not another court that I've seen that does it like Chelan County. And I'm so grateful for the people from detention to probation to the mentors, to everybody that's involved. We have a really special thing that we're doing, and I'm super grateful.
The Washington House passed its version of a transportation budget Tuesday afternoon, and lawmakers are considering a variety of ways to close up funding gaps. From the Olympia News Bureau, Murrow News fellow Albert James has a closer look at one of the proposed fees that could hit your pocketbook depending on how fuel efficient your car is.
The transportation system, a good, well-conditioned transportation system, doesn't come for free.
House Transportation Chair Democrat Jake Five Tacoma says transportation project costs have gone up while revenue from gas taxes has gone down. Aside from an increase in the gas tax and other car-related fees, he's proposing a new highway use fee to bring in more revenue for transportation projects. The fee would be collected when a driver renews their registration and calculated using a formula based on a car's combined fuel economy rating, with more fuel-efficient cars paying a higher fee.
The top range is maybe $75 to $100 if you get a very, very efficient vehicle. But if you're like at 27 miles per gallon, it's probably maybe $10, $15.
The fee is similar to FI's previous road usage charge proposal, which would have annually charged people based on how much they drive. He argues with gas tax revenues falling because of how efficient cars have become, the highway use fee targets those who get to fill up less often and therefore pay less to preserve roads.
It's basically a way to offset the losses from our gas tax revenue from the very people that are benefiting from the efficiency, but not paying their fair share of the cost to maintain the transportation system.
The fee wouldn't apply to cars that get less than 25 miles per gallon and those that are electric or a plug-in hybrid. Instead, electric cars have their own registration and renewal fees that would now be increased by inflation.
It's very straightforward, very easy to do, so something that may be taken into consideration over time.
Republican ranking member Andrew Barkis previously said the highway use fee was a better alternative to a road usage charge. But while new revenue is needed, he argued any new fees or increased taxes would come at a bad time for affordability.
It's not just a gas tax, it's a highway user fee that's built in. There's weight fees, there's sales tax increases. It's about 10 different pieces of fees and taxation that are going to be imposed in order to make this budget work.
A committee vote for the highway use fee has not yet been scheduled. In Olympia, I'm Albert James reporting.
The city of Leavenworth is hosting a wildfire preparedness workshop next week to educate area residents on wildfire safety tips. The informational event will be held in the council chambers of City Hall at 5 p.m. on April 9th. Topics covered will include emergency alerts, evacuation and refugee areas, homeowner preparedness, and more. Representatives from the Chelan County Fire District, U.S. Forest Service, and more will be present to answer questions. The event will be recorded for those who are unable to attend. Four Chelan High School students won first place in the state Skills USA Teamworks competition last weekend. Gabe Gilpin, Logan Watson, Tristan Sanderson, and Wade Sanderson worked together to earn the top honor. The competition included framing, electrical wiring, plumbing, and masonry. According to the high school, the students were the only regular high school competitors in the Teamworks category, as their opponents all came from specialty trade schools. Skills USA is a national program that prepares students to be career ready. Coming up next in tonight's Pause for Pets feature with the Wenatchee Valley Humane Society, we will introduce you to a beautiful German Shepherd named Harrison. Sunny and warm weather tomorrow through Sunday, with wet weather returning next week. I'll have all the details coming up in your full local weather forecast. That and much more still to come tonight. Please stay with us.
Caught in a conflict? Family? Workplace? Neighbor? Business? Housing disputes? Wenatchee Valley Dispute Resolution Center provides mediation services, a cost-effective and efficient way to provide a written resolution to disputes and issues. Plus, we offer mediation training and community education on conflict resolution and communication skills. Contact us to learn more.
Hi, I'm Amanda Walden with A. Walden Insurance Group. Medicare can be overwhelming, but you don't have to figure it out alone. I've been helping people understand their Medicare options for over a decade. Medicare isn't a one-size-fits-all. I'll help you understand your coverage options so you can feel confident in your decisions. Let's find the right Medicare plan for you. Call me today or come and see me at my office located on South Chelan Avenue in Wenatchee between the YMCA and the Social Security office. I look forward to meeting you soon.
It's time now for Pause for Pets with the Wenatchee Valley Humane Society. Tonight's segment features a 3-year-old German Shepherd who loves long walks and curling up on a couch. Meet Harrison.
Hi, I'm Corley with Wenatchee Valley Humane Society, Animal Care Manager. And today I want to introduce you to Harrison. Harrison is very happy with his frozen Kong right now. Harrison is about 3 years old. He's kind of your classic German Shepherd. He's a large boy with that beautiful shepherd coat. It's really soft. He's about 3 years old, and he came to us as a stray. So he's a man of the streets. We've had him for probably about a month now, but he's been a really nice house guest. He loves his stuffed animals, and he loves treats and his Kong, and balls too, but his favorite are stuffies. He also loves walks, but he is a really strong boy, so we recommend someone who is more maybe used to shepherds to take him on walks. And a harness is actually a really good idea too. We did have a volunteer take him out, and he did see a cat and became way too interested in it. So we can say that we suggest no cats in the home. It's probably a good idea. Yes, they're just way too fun. Harrison is a really big boy, but you know, for his size, he's actually really pretty mellow, which is super nice with a large dog. You know, he doesn't jump on us. He's generally pretty polite. Harrison can be selective, like a lot of our dogs, but he does have some friends here, and he plays really cute with them. Yeah, he's got a good, playful energy. He's a really good spirit. Yeah, it's really fun to watch. Harrison's still learning his commands. He's really, really good at sit. He does that one almost before you ask. And he can spin, which is kind of funny to see for such a big dog. And he's learning his other ones, and he is a fast learner. We have noticed that. It's probably the shepherd. But yeah, we think that he can continue to learn almost anything you want to teach him. Very treat motivated, loves his cheese and hot dogs. So if you'd like to come meet our Harrison, we are open Thursday through Tuesday from 12:30 to 6, or feel free to make an appointment for Wednesdays, and we would love to have you come in to meet him.
Give them a call at 509-662-9577 or visit their website at wenatcheehumane.org.
Time now to take a look at your North Central Washington weather forecast. Hope your Thursday was a good one. About a normal spring day here across with the Wenatchee Valley and North Central Washington. Outside our weather window from this afternoon, it's up north, our Billy Goat Sky-Fi Tower camera. Here is the town of Pateros, and just a little farther up the road, there's Brewster. And like us in the Wenatchee Valley, folks up north also saw a mix of clouds and sun, a little breezy at times as well out there today. But as far as temperatures go, about where they should be for this time of year. In fact, right where they should be. 58, our unofficial high in Wenatchee today. Our normal is 58 degrees, and our record, it was set in 2000, a nice day of 73 degrees. This morning we were at 39, and that's pretty much in the ballpark. 38's our normal low for this time of year. Our record, 27 degrees, and that was set in 1975. Sunrise this morning, 6:35, and it sets this evening at 7:34. All right, let's get into some nice weather. What do you say? Tomorrow, beautiful all around North Central Washington. Almost all of us at 60 or in the low 60s. Moses Lake and Ephrata, the warmer spots at 62 degrees. 61 in Quincy, 60s for Wenatchee, Anian, to Chelan, Omak, 61 tomorrow. Leavenworth, Cashmere, Lake Wenatchee, mid-50s to upper 50s. And all kinds of sunshine for tomorrow afternoon. For our evening tonight, we do expect clear skies, high pressure just off the coast of California. And here's another one developing off our coast, and that's keeping our skies clear. And that means a little chilly overnight tonight with low temperatures into those mid-30s for us. But then for Friday, just nice, sunny and warmer tomorrow. We're talking afternoon high temperatures throughout our North Central Washington area, around that 60-degree mark, which really will only be a couple of degrees above where we should be. But for Saturday, we will be above normal. Mostly sunny skies, maybe some wispy high clouds out there Saturday afternoon, and warmer low to mid-60s as we kick off our weekend. And then on Sunday, we will see increasing clouds from this trough of low pressure that'll bring clouds into western Washington and rain showers in the morning hours of Sunday. And And then as we get into Sunday night, we could see some of that as well, about a 50% chance of rain. But boy, highs in the mid to upper 60s on Sunday. And then as we kick off our next work week, it's going to be a rainy one as you make that morning commute. And then more scattered showers as we get into the afternoon on Monday. It will cool down, back down to highs in the low 60s for Monday. For your Tuesday, we're going to continue with kind of that wet weather, trough of low pressure and cold front extending down through our area will bring us about a 40% chance of rain. High temperatures Tuesday into the low 60s. And then by the end of our forecast on Wednesday, once again, a high pressure ridge forms up and over the Pacific Northwest. We will see partly cloudy skies and mild temperatures with highs on Wednesday again in the low 60s. Here's a look at your 7-day forecast. 36 overnight tonight, Friday, Saturday, and almost all of Sunday. Just nice. 60 for Friday, 63 on Saturday. Increasing clouds with evening showers Sunday and 66. And we're going to stay wet on the wet side with morning rain Monday, showers on Tuesday. Temperatures both days around 61. And then partly cloudy as we get to the end of the forecast on Wednesday with a high then of 62 degrees. And that's a look at your North Central Washington weather forecast. Coming up next, tonight's sports report with Eric Granstrom and more as the NCWLIFE Evening News continues right after this.
I'm Jen Mueller. Watch for my show, I Cook, You Measure on NCWLIFE. It's part cooking instruction, part entertainment, and all about connecting over food and wine with your favorite Northwest athletes.
Watch I Cook, You Measure with Jen Mueller Mondays at 1, Wednesdays at 2, Fridays at 11 a.m., and Saturday and Sundays at 10:30 p.m. right here on the NCWLIFE channel. Happy Thursday to you. The Mariners salvaged the final game of their opening homestand with a 3-2 win over Detroit on Wednesday. Victor Robles delivered a 2-run double. Dylan Moore slapped an opposite field home run, and that all backed 7 stellar innings from Luis Castillo in the win.
That's an infield base hit for JP. Robles, a charge out to left center, and it is not caught. It's pinned to the base of the wall by Kreidler. Dylan Moore is in. J.P. Crawford scores, and the Mariners have taken a 2-0 lead thanks to a blunder on the infield by the Tigers.
Well, how's he feeling right now? Good swings on that changeup, especially early in counts. Obviously, Victor Robles. Mariners are in business.
Julio maybe has a chance at this, and he does. He makes the catch and takes the hit away from Kerry Carpenter.
Man, Aaron, today is so different. The last couple days, talking about doing the little things correct. This ball's fading away from Julio Rodriguez, fully stretched. Not to mention, too, you got the base runner, so you have that split-second decision whether you want to keep that ball in front of you. Julio being aggressive defensively, making a great catch.
Dylan Moore with some carry, right field, into the seats, home run. It had some wings, and the Mariners extend the lead. It's 3-0.
Hit the ball with authority to right field. Tell you what, Dylan Moore has shown flashes of this throughout his career. And what about against one of the toughest guys to do that against, Tarek Skubal? This time a slider out over the plate, 87 miles per hour. Just went with that pitch.
Trey Sweeney leads off. It's a fly ball right field. This one's deep, going back at the fence, looking up. Robles gone. Trey Sweeney with a leadoff home run here in the 5th inning. Tigers are on the board, now trailing 3-1.
That swerved right into his happy zone, and he crushed it. Riley ground ball, third base, Moore on the charge, fakes coming home, throws to first and gets the out. The Tigers will pick up a run. Contact play. Kreidler comes home to score. McKinstry to second base.
Malloy is the runner at third base. 2 outs, bags packed, top of the order. McKinstry. It has not been easy, but Castillo 1 pitch away from locking this one down for the Mariners. His 0-2 pitch. He got him. The Mariners win it. A white knuckle win to salvage this series, and the Mariners hang on by a run.
With traffic all over the place, but what a huge win for the Seattle Mariners.
Seattle finished the 7-game homestand 3-4 after Wednesday's win. The M's have the day off today to travel to San Francisco to begin a weekend series with the Giants tomorrow afternoon at 1:35. That'll be on Root Sports Northwest. Well, Texas was the only other team in the American League West to win Wednesday as the Rangers blanked the Reds 1-0. St. Louis topped the Angels 12-5. The Cubs beat the Athletics 10-2. The Giants downed the Astros 6-3. Seattle is 2 games back of Texas in the division as they head for the Bay Area. Well, Joey Decord had his second shutout of the season as the Seattle Kraken blanked Vancouver on the road last night, 5-0 in NHL play. Seattle got on the board in the first period after a couple of incredible stops by Decord, and it was off to the races from there. John Forsland had the call on King 5 and Kong TV.
Reestablishes to the goal line and out. It's Lecker-Mackey, first-round pick. Jonathan Lecker-Mackey in control of it. Hughes is calling for it. He'll sling one off the court twice. Besser had the second opportunity, and the Kraken get out of dodge. Steele, O'Connor, shorthanded. Brought along by Connor Garland with a stutter step. He'll take it in, and a great save by Decord on a shorthanded chance by Drew O'Connor. And the Canucks will jump on it. DeBrusk, retaken by AC Mott. He's in with room. AC Mott scores! Mikey AC Mott goes 5-hole on Thatcher Demko. Now Dunn in control of it. Out to center ice. Jared McCann moved along Burakovsky. Here's Stevenson. Right in. He scores! That's hockey, baby! Flushed out by Larson, shoved. Good work by the big cat, and send it back for Dunn, who sees it now. Vince was looking up at the score clock, and now McCann drops it off for Wright with a shot. He scores! Shane Wright with a bullet. What a shot by 51. Forbert in control of it. It goes off Larson. It kicks around. Burakovsky will seize it. Here they come. McCann with Wright and Burakovsky. McCann drags it. Burakovsky scores a beauty! Andre Burakovsky gets a brilliant pass from Jared McCann. And into his own man, now end over end, he sends it in. Dunn all the way around, Cartier with an empty net situation. Ty pulls up. Larson has it, here comes the Cat. Adam Larson hits the bullseye, 5-0 Seattle. 3 seconds left. That's Kraken hockey, baby. What a night in Vancouver. Joey Decord has his second shutout of this season, the 5th in his NHL career.
Seattle heads for San Jose to face the Sharks. That'll be Saturday night at 7 o'clock. That one will be on Kong TV. The accolades keep coming in for our own Hailey Van Lith now that her season is over. TCU announced yesterday that Hailey had been named a consensus All-American, becoming the first to receive such an honor in Horned Frogs program history. According to the university, Van Lith received All-American accolades from the Associated Press, also the USBWA, the WBCA, and the Wooden Award. In her only season at TCU, Hailey averaged 17.9 points per game, 4.6 rebounds per game, and 5.4 assists per contest. That led the team in average points and assists. Van Lith was the Big 12 Player of the Year and is expected to be a top prospect in the upcoming WNBA draft. That'll come your way April 14th. Congratulations to Hailey on an incredible career. We can't wait to see where you go next. Well, there's only one game on the prep schedule today, and that is in baseball. Quincy is hosting Cascade, the Kodiaks and the Jackrabbits. A lot more coming up tomorrow and Saturday. We'll have a preview for you tomorrow morning with Dan Kuntz on Wake Up Wenatchee Valley, so be sure and tune in for that, starting at 7 a.m. right here on the NCWLIFE channel. That's a look at sports news. I'm Eric Granstrom. Have a happy Thursday.
And that will do it for our newscast tonight. For more news from around North Central Washington, you can find us at ncwlife.com, on our social media channels, or on our mobile app for iPhone and Android. And remember, if you see news happening, we'd like to hear from you. Email us at news@ncwlife.com or call 888-6295. I'm Grant Olson. Thanks so much for being with us, and have a great night.